All right, now when I say I have been behind the wheel of a lot of cool cars, I did TV and film, stunt driving, I've restored cars, I've owned cars. Today, right now, I'm on Bayshore Boulevard in Tampa, Florida, behind the wheel of probably one of the coolest trucks I've been driving in a long time. This is a D90, and this is a Restomodded, imported and customized by US Via 19. This truck right here is a complete frame-off restoration of the classic D90, the Defender 90s that everyone has at least seen once in their life, most likely in a magazine or driving off-road in the desert somewhere. But today we're not in the desert. We are driving this beautiful downtown area of Tampa in this restored Defender that is honestly just dripping in leather. The appointments in this truck have leather everywhere. The steering wheel, the shift knob, there's a suede sunroof. I mean, I don't see a piece of metal left on the inside, which honestly I can appreciate, because when you go for the classic trucks like the FJs, the Land Cruisers, the Broncos, I've driven them, I've restored them. It's cool to have that for sure, but there's just something about having the leather appointments with the carpet throughout that just brings something like this Land Rover to the 21st century in a way that you want it to be. You could go out to dinner in this truck and dress up, and this truck will dress up with you. Right now I'm in third gear, I'm cruising in traffic, very steady. There's options you can put in this. You can have the LS motor dropped in it. You can put any engine, any transmission combo. The one I'm driving right now, this is a 4-cylinder turbo diesel with a 6-speed transmission. Honestly, the 6th gear, I was driving this earlier on the highway, 6th gear, under 2,000 RPMs, and you're at highway speed. You're at 60 miles an hour, and it has all the room in the world to go further. But don't let the niceties fool you and the clean lines. Like, this thing can pull its weight off-road. This is a Land Rover D90 at its core. It still has the 4-wheel drive transaxle. It has that granny first gear. This thing is gonna pull its weight if you ever need it to get out of a jam, but right now I'm pretty good with just cruising Bayshore. So how did I get to drive this beautiful machine? Well, I linked up with US Via 19, who imports all of these over from Europe. All of these D90s, these 110s, even the 130s, there's not one bolt that is left unfinished on this. And I think there's about 10 colors that you can choose from on this vehicle, and then there's also a bunch of interior options. There's leather piping that's on here, and these stitching patterns really just bring it to the next level as far as like fit and finish. I'm honestly very impressed with this truck. So what makes a Restomodded so special is that you can add features that might not have came from the factory, like air conditioning. This one has air conditioning, which in Florida is a nice little touch. Between that and the really unlimited possibilities of engine and transmission combos, the most common ones are the LS or the turbo diesel, the 10 different colors, the leather appointments. You can make this truck really almost about an infinite amount of options to fit your wants and desires. But the one I'm in right now is a juniper green with this really rich brown leather, and it just plays really well to that original Land Rover homage. I feel like I should be going on the other side of the road and grabbing a cup of tea right now at my estate up in the country land. But I'm here in Florida and I'm really enjoying this truck, and I promise that if you guys pick one up, you're gonna have a blast. And this is just one of those trucks where you think it might be a weekend warrior, but the second you get this thing on the road, you might be driving it more than that. That's for sure. I am. I know that. I'm putting some miles on it. Now, a lot of the styling on this Defender comes from the heritage grille and the recessed headlight buckets that are painted the same color. Now, traditionally on a newer D90, you're gonna have like a plastic grille insert, but between the old school grille that's on this one with a galvanized kind of stubby front bumper, it really pays homage to the old Series 2 and Series 3 and puts it onto a newer package. It really makes people wonder what year this thing is, but look, the guy just waved. Everyone where you drive this thing is going to recognize it. They might not know the year, and that's where you can really open up a cool conversation with them and let them know that you essentially customized and built your own D90. Now, I'm a bigger driver. I'm about 6 foot. I won't say how much I weigh, but I'm trying to lose some. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a bigger driver. I'm about 6 foot, and where this seat is appointed is really comfortable for me. For you extra tall drivers or you shorter drivers, from the factory they can position the seat rails up a little further or back a little further. But I mean, honestly, now that I'm sitting and driving in this, I've been in a lot of older trucks where the springs and the seat cushions leave, let's just say, a lot to be desired. Between the bolsters, the side bolsters, and the seat, this is really comfy. Honestly, this is just probably as comfortable as my new truck that I have. And look at that, just sucked up that railroad car track. The suspension is really nice on this. The leather is everywhere. The leather is on the steering wheel. The leather is on the shift knobs. Everything that you touch and smell, it smells fantastic. You're watching this, you can't get the grasp of, this is not new car smell. This is beautiful leather appointed smell, and it's everywhere. It's all over the dashboard. It's on the AC cup. I mean, it's everywhere. And so this truck is really brought to a nice level of fit and finish. Honestly, it's nicer than my truck. Now, when you ultimately decide that you want to purchase one of these beautiful Restomodded D90s, there's a lot of options you can go to having this either customized or delivered. You can go right to the showroom if the truck you want is in stock. Now, each one is specifically made, so if you see it on the website, that means that is an actual build, that color combo. You are looking at that truck on the website, and if you want that one, you can just call and you can either drive or fly in, and it's going to be in Clearwater, Florida, and you can pick it up. The other option is you can fully customize it, as I told you all the other options before, and you could reach them at usvia19.com. But what you're going to get is not only this beautiful truck, but you're going to get a Florida valid title that is transferable to all 50 states. So you can take this anywhere in the United States and have that title transferred if your home is outside of Florida. And then you're also going to get the customs release. So all three of those things are going to make this D90 fit right at home in your driveway with your tags and your insurance ready to put you on the road. Now, because of the age and nature of this truck, we can't attach a warranty to it, but we do highly encourage that you come on down to Florida, if at all possible, or send your mechanic on your behalf. Walk the vehicle, see the vehicle, please drive the vehicle. We want to make sure that you are very confident with the purchase you're making, because this is going to be an investment you're going to enjoy for many years to come. And USVIA 19 will assess any issues in your ownership on a per case basis. Woo, look at that sunset, beautiful. Well, this has been a pleasure to drive. The funny thing is, they think I'm gonna give the keys back. I'm not. I'm just gonna keep going. So keep a lookout for all the vehicles that are gonna be coming in, and I will see you guys on the next one. See you later.